Hi Prima friends, and welcome to another Project Prima question and answer video. Thank you guys so much for being so patient for this video. It's just been really difficult with work lately because we're having to get ready Ballet world premiere. I'm dancing Gamzadi, which was big news to me, and also I am dancing Kupava and the Snow Maiden in 2 days time with a different partner because Masha is still injured. So it's very stressful, so bear with me guys. I'm going to answer a couple questions today. I definitely am interested in kind of evolving a little bit my channel because it's just very difficult definitely to edit a vlog every day, and I'm just going to kind of go down the question list. There's a lot of questions that I've already answered previously, so I'm going to try not to repeat myself. There's been a lot of questions about hyperextension. It's really important that you don't work with the leg fully extended, but you bend it a little bit and find that place where it's almost straight, perpendicular, and work in that position. I struggle extremely hard today. I just got a correction. Lift up out from the hip almost to lift up your spine, because if you're sitting, then you're going to sit in your hyperextension, but if you're lifted, you're going to be holding yourself in a better position. How many minutes of swimming do I do when I work out? Well, my cardio routine, which I was trying to get to the gym today, but I wanted to make a video for you, is to do cardio at least 3 times a week. I try to do 30 minutes of hard-paced cardio, either the elliptical or walking, and then I like to do swimming for relaxation because I tend to bulk up in my shoulders. So I swim to relax, and I use the sauna because I think it's really important to have contrasting between cold and warm for the lungs, and especially since I struggled with asthma, I really try to do that at least 3 times a week. So I normally spend anywhere from 2 to 3 hours at the gym. Okay, everybody's been asking me about the Kremlin situation / what it's like to be an American working for the Kremlin. I have to say that as any workplace, any company, when you first arrive in the company, it's important to spend time to kind of prove yourself. And that's very, very difficult to do if you're new, especially if you're somebody who is definitely somebody who people are skeptical of. It took me some time to find my bearings a little bit, and last year was really difficult with the change of the directorship, and now since we're back to the same director who hired me, and he's been giving me more and more chances this year to prove myself, it's just sort of this like slow building step. And unfortunately, since Sasha's been injured, I have to take over most of her roles, and that's another chance for me to show that I'm capable of handling the workspace. And also now Jana isn't here because she's still on vacation, so I'm having to work just by myself, and it's just sort of just a daily test. And I tend to not really think about the other people in my workspace, because when you have so much responsibility on your shoulders, you kind of go into this bubble of just focus. So yes, in any company, especially if you're one of the younger dancers and one of the recent hires, if you're being promoted right away and giving a lot of works, there's going to be a lot of negative feelings. So of course there are a lot of people who don't like me in the company, but I try to be cordial and nice, and I really enjoy working with all of the partners that I get to work with, and I try to be nice to everybody because it can be really difficult, especially if you've been waiting in the court of ballet for a chance and somebody comes in and takes it. It's very hard. Ballet is about a clash of egos, so it's just really difficult because you have to basically stand up for yourself because nobody's going to stand up for you. There's a question about sort of do I get homesick and how to not be homesick and how to enjoy living abroad. I know that a lot of you guys who watch my videos are people who have gone to different professional schools or just live in different countries, and I think it's always important, no matter what, even if you have just got there and you want to immerse yourself in the language, to build a sort of support network. Even if that support network is more theoretical than existing, but I still try to see one of my dear friends, Masha. I still try to hang out with my church friends, or at least see people, at least write to them. It's important to have people based in the city where you live that you feel like you could call or write and at any time, and they will be more than happy to talk to you. I think that it's important to actually find people that you're accountable to, especially if you're somebody like me who struggled with eating disorders and depression and all these different things in the past. It's so easy to go inside of your bubble again. Sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. So for me, especially when I'm feeling depressed or especially triggered, I always like to call a friend or either go and have a meal with somebody. It's really great to have friends who aren't ballet dancers, because they're really great because you can go and have a meal and feel like a normal person and not feel guilty about it. So I highly recommend trying to live a normal life, even if it doesn't feel normal or natural at the beginning, because I guarantee you it will help you feel more alive than you have, and more adjusted to the place that you live, because it's easier to find or discover a new cool place in the city that isn't necessarily a city you grew up in if you're with a friend because you want to have a new experience. Somebody asked me about if I keep up with the people that I went to the Bolshoi Academy. Of course I keep up with all of the people that I went to the Bolshoi Academy with, because of Facebook. Social media is really great for that, and I get to see Nasty Limenko sometimes when I go and see Masha at Stanislavski, and she's doing really great. I know that one of my friends, Henry, who I used to dance with, is going to be a professional pilot soon, so that's really awesome, because sometimes, you know, you don't necessarily have to become a super amazing professional dancer. You can find something else that you love. Ballet gives, especially if you study ballet at an extremely professional school like the Bolshoi, it gives you sort of personal discipline that will set you apart from others. And Mario's doing great at Mihailovsky. He dances Rbth, and he's in Japan right now. So I try to keep up with, especially the people that I've danced with or I've been close to, because if you're a friend, especially a friend of myself from before I went to Russia, or somebody who I met during school, those people are really near and dear to me, and they're really true friends, and I value that over everything. A lot of you guys have been asking about a vitamin regime. I want to do a separate video on that because I could talk for around 4 hours about the different supplements I take. I am a huge believer in vitamin B, vitamin C, all the vitamins. It's important to have magnesium. There's so much that I do on a daily basis, supplemental, because we don't get the nutrients, especially here in Moscow, from the food that we need to be able to sustain sort of the lifestyle that we live. A lot of people have been asking if I'm vegan or vegetarian. I'm not. I do like to eat a vegan or vegetarian diet because it's lighter, but I am not completely vegan or vegetarian because it's just really difficult to get the calories that I need to be able to perform. But I have to say that lately I've been eating more vegetarian, just because I have a lot of issues with digesting meat, especially for so many years, like being bulimic and anorexic. It can be really difficult for me to sit there and eat a piece of steak and let it digest, because I feel too full, or I get indigestion and things like that. So that's why I think, especially for people who are like recovering from eating disorders, if you feel more comfortable eating a more vegetarian diet, then I recommend it. But that being said, I do love eggs, and I love steak in the US, and I love chicken and things like that. Just lately, when I've been under a lot of, either I'm under a lot of stress or I am just having a hard time, I think stomach-wise, I'll just switch to a little bit more a vegetarian-based diet. But I do try to have some sort of, like, at least 3 to 4 times a week, some meat-based protein, because I feel like that helps my muscles recover faster and helps me perform at a higher level than if I was just vegan. Even though that's a fun idea. If I wasn't a dancer, I'd totally be vegan, because I'm all down for that lifestyle. If I wasn't a dancer, I'd be vegan, I'd be doing Bikram yoga every day, I'd be running an ashram somewhere and having a daycare with like horses and puppies, and I don't know, I'd just be like this explosion of like flower power, like artistic amazingness. But so I think that's the last question that I have today, because I have to make this video short because I need to be able to get at least 8 hours of sleep, and I need to be able to deal with the stress that is going on. But if you guys want to see, maybe in the vlogs we'll do a mini question and answer. I could answer 1 to 2 questions a vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching today's Q&A. Thank you guys so much for trying out the Prima Bar, because I am overwhelmed with the amount of support and the amount of love you guys have put out for this product, because that product is basically what has helped me sort of get to a more healthier place with my eating disorder. I will not say today that I'm a recovered person from an eating disorder, because I feel like I'd be lying to you. An eating disorder is something that you struggle with day to day for the rest of your life, and I constantly am in flux. And the Prima Bar is something that keeps me accountable, keeps me healthy, and I eat it for my breakfast, my lunch, and definitely my snack, especially during difficult days at the theater. And that is the reason why I'm able to continue at the level of where I am, because if I wouldn't have a product like this, I'd be really sick, because I have a lot of issues with trust, with food, and things like that. And I think that in developing this product, it's just really given me a way to sort of battle my eating disorder. And I would encourage all of you guys to check it out, because any sort of support that you guys give for that bar, it really helps me. It helps me continue to make these videos. But that being said, I'm just grateful for all of your guys' love, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another vlog. But I can't wait to sort of grow our viewership and just grow the products and just start a dialogue. I love this community so much. So see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.